Welcome to day number 7 on your Menopause Strong Plan. This is our 31-day fitness plan where we're building strength, boosting energy and improving muscle tone. We are at the end of the first week, which is so amazing. So really well done for getting here. Just by working for 7 days, even whether you've worked them consecutively or you've taken off days in between, you've really helped to increase your fitness. So a really big well done. Today's session is all about building some more strength as well as stretching and restoring your body. So the tone of the workouts are going to come down in intensity, but we are still going to be working on putting your body through its rigors by working in lots of different positions, strengthening and stretching. You don't need any equipment for this workout at all, just yourself and a mat or soft surface. And if you're ready, let's get going. So we're going to start this session up on our feet and then we're going to go down towards the mat. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do some side steps to some side reaches. So start with your feet around about hip distance apart and you're just going to step out to the side, stretch overhead and come back into the center. Step out to the side, stretch overhead and back into the center. A little bend in the knee as you do that. Stretch and stretch. And all the way through this session today, we are not racing through, okay? You're just gonna work to your own level, really gonna make the most out of every second, every stretch, and every position. Well done. Breathe it through. And take a rest. Well done. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to stretch out the back of the legs, say the hamstrings. So to do that, we're going to come and stand with our feet pushed into the floor, especially the heels. Really make sure those heels are pushed into the floor. Bring the fingertips up onto the temples, hinge at the hips, so push the bottom back. Nice flat back, tipping forwards and coming back up to stand. So really opening up through the chest. Nice flat back. Well done. Good. So this keeps your upper body open as well as stretching out through those hamstrings, the back of the thigh. You also might feel that down the calf as well, the back of the lower leg, and even into the glutes and the lower back. Well done. Take a rest. Good. We're going to do a little hand walk out now to get ourselves down to the mat. So I'm going to come to the edge of the workspace here with a load of workspace in front of me. I'm going to roll down into a forwards fold and walk out into a high plank or bridge position. So bring the chin down to the chest, roll down with either a straight or a bent leg, walk out into your high plank or bridge position. If you need to drop the knees, then please do. Otherwise, stay up onto your toes and walk yourself back up. Shoulder roll at the top, really release that tension and go again. Rolling down, hold, push back up. One more, rolling down. And this time, when you're down onto the ground, you're gonna stay here into an all fours position. So from here, we're gonna work into a cat-cow. So nice all fours position with our wrist, elbow, and shoulder stacked, as well as the knee and the hip. And you're going to round up the back, drop the head, and then you're gonna scoop around, tilting the pelvis, hollowing out the back. Well done. And again, pulling up. Imagine someone's got a rope around your middle and they're just pulling it up, hoisting you up. Rolling back round again. One more time then. Into that cat position. Really pulling up through the midsection. Roll around. Take a rest. Well done. Okay, from here, we are going to come into a long half lunge in this position here. So I'm going to bring one knee forwards I've got one leg on the ground here. So I've got a knee on the ground, toes on the ground, and then I'm up into this position here, foot flat onto the ground. So I've got my bent knee, and what I'm gonna do from here is I'm just gonna twist over the bent knee and come back into center. Twisting over the bent knee, back into center. So I've got my fingertips onto temples here just to help me to keep my chest open. Because sometimes what happens if you keep your hands in front, you can sort of hunch over and round over. So I really like keeping my fingertips up onto temples. It just keeps that chest nice and open and just makes me really aware of posture. Good. We are about to switch sides. 3, 2, 1. So come into a kneeling position. I'm just going to scooch around. Okay, so make sure you've got a really stable base here. So that foot's really planted into the floor. If you need to hold onto something, you can still twist with one side. Okay, so fingertips onto temples and let's go. Twist, back into center. Twist, over that bent knee. Well done. Great work. Keep going. Really good. Just 10 seconds left here. Over, back into center. Really feeling every muscle doing its job. Take a rest. Great work. From this position here, we're going to go back into our high plank or bridge position. If you need to do this on your raised surface, please feel free to do that. We're going to work with our hands right underneath in a stacked position, just as before, up onto the toes, and you're going to push back from here into the downward facing dog position, and you're going to pedal, pedal, pedal those heels. So into this downward facing dog position, pedaling the heels. Push, push. So stretching out through the calves here in a dynamic kind of stretch. So we're moving around into that stretch. Good. So hopefully able to just push the heels down a little more each time. 3, 2, 1. Drop back to the knees. Bring the heels open, feet are together, and you're just going to do your child's pose here. So you're going to stretch out through the shoulders, drop the head, walk the fingertips forwards, and pushing down with those arms. Try and push your arms down into the mat. Well done. Bringing the arms round to the side, so stretching through the longer side. Back into the center. And onto the other side, stretching through that long side. Well done. Keep it going. And back into the center. Well done. Coming down into a lying down position now, so fully flat onto the floor. A little bit of space needed for this one. You can stretch out your arms and your legs. And what we're going to do is some swimmers. So this one is quite easy to visualize. You're going to just bring up the opposite arm and leg and then switch. Opposite arm and leg up. Opposite arm and leg. Opposite arm and leg. Now I'm just hovering my head just above the mat, but if you need to rest your forehead onto a cushion, a Pilates block, rolled up jumper, whatever it is, please feel free to do that. And if you find this too intense, because it is quite an intense exercise, then you can just do just the arm or just the leg. Okay? Well done. 2, 1, take a rest. Bring the arms back in so you're sort of in a plank position with the hands. really pushing the hips into the floor from this position. And we're just gonna bring that foot back into a kick. So you're kicking your heel towards your bottom and then flick the leg down again. So we're gonna go for 5 flicks onto one side. So flick, 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 down, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch side. Keep those hips pushed down. Good. Great, last side. And take a rest. Rolling onto your side from here. You're going to take the bottom leg, bend at the knee and keep that foot, the bottom foot, as if it's flat facing that back wall. Coming up into a forearm plank position. And what we're going to do from here is we're just going to push up the hips and then drop the hips. Push up and then drop, all under control. Up, drop. Good. Push, drop, up, down. So really nice and controlled in through your center. Good. 3, 2, 1. Bring the top leg nice and bent on top of the bottom one and just bring the feet forward a little bit. So you've created a sort of a 45-degree angle here. And what we're going to do here is we're going to put our feet together as if they're the hinge of a clam. And we're going to open up and close. Open and close. So working into the glutes here, also into the hips. Taking care not to roll back onto your bottom, so we're not rolling open here. So really holding yourself nice and steady. As you're bringing that top leg up, squeeze into the glute muscles. Squeeze, open and close. Good. Open, close. Again, nice and tight into the tummy. You're holding this upper body position here. So the muscles are really working, especially the muscles into your shoulder. Great work. Okay, let's spin around and do the same 2 exercises on the other side. So bottom leg, first of all, it's straight. Then we bend it, foot facing the back wall. Arm into the forearm plank position. Hand wherever is most comfortable. We're going to come up, down, up and down. Good. Well done. Up, down. Keep raising, falling. Really controlled though. So at no point are you just thudding back down onto the mat. That's really important to note. Good. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Both feet come together. Bring the legs out a little bit. Hinging at the feet, remember. So think about those as the hinges of like a clam or a mussel shell. So knees come together. Open up. Squeeze into your bottom. Come back down and together. Open and squeeze. Back down together. Tummy's nice and tight as you work. Good. Amazing. So all about restoring today, celebrating how far you've come, still building strength. It's not an easy session. We're not here just doing some breathing today. You might wish you were. Good job. We add that in as we go along through the program. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Coming to a lying position onto your back. Pushing your back into the floor As you do, hands come down by the sides, or you can rest them just onto your tummy if you want to. And from here, you're going to either have a straight leg or a bent knee, and you're going to just bring one leg up, bring it back down, and then the other leg up and back down. Now, if you would like to, you can work with both legs at the same time and do a big scissor motion, but you don't have to. And again, if you want to have your knees bent, up, down, and again, if you want to work with both at the same time, you can. Just keeping that back pushed into the floor, just a little heel touch each time you come down. Well done. Good. From here, we're going to do our final little exercise. You're going to come and bring yourself up into a seated position. Stretch the legs out nice and wide, and you're going to reach over onto all the way down to the toes of one leg, reaching over, stretching through the leg, folding in the middle. You don't have to reach the toes. It's fine if you can't reach the toes. It's fine if you're halfway down the leg. That's okay. Back up into the center, into the middle, walk the fingertips forwards. Just folding forwards over. Keep breathing. Back up into center and over onto the other side. Well done. And take your rest. We are just going to take one more moment together today, just to close your eyes if you feel comfortable to do so. If you don't feel comfortable to do so, you don't have to. But just take a moment to just think about how far you've come on this journey so far. Yes, we're 7 days in, but this is a 4-week, just over a 4-week plan. So to get almost a quarter of the way through is a really, really big achievement. So really, really well done on being able to do that so far. I just want you to have a little think about where you see yourself in those 4 weeks' time. Do you see yourself getting to the 31 days? Because if you can see yourself and visualize yourself getting to the end of the plan, you're going to have a greater chance of being able to do that. So just take a minute. What would it take for you to get there? How will you navigate through life's obstacles to be able to get there? What happens when you're unwell or time demands mean that you can't make it? You can just take as long as you need to get through this plan, like I've said before, but can you visualize yourself getting to the end? The other thing is, I just want you to really think about everything positively. So yes, visualizing yourself getting to the end, that's one really positive thing to do, but also just every single movement is a step towards a fitter, a healthier, a stronger you. So really take that positivity on in this moment and in all the moments that we spend together over the next 3.5 weeks. And I'm really, really looking forward to seeing you at the beginning of week number 2 for session number 8. It's a metabolic conditioning session, so there's some cardio and there's some strength in this session. It's going to be a really, really fun session. I can't wait to see you there. So take care, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.